Hello, Zedekai1219 here with an overview of the upcoming story character, Ardyn. And if you're curious, I will not be doing overviews on characters I do not have built. I am looking at you, Kimahri. Without further ado, let's get into Ardyn and see what he has to offer. His skill 1, Warp Strike, is a 4-hit melee Brave plus HP attack with 150% overflow. It restores his Brave by 20% of damage done, and if he breaks the target, it restores an additional Brave based on 20% of his max Brave, and also grants 1 level of the special effect Spectral Charge for 8 turns. This skill has a total of 9 uses. The special effect Spectral Charge has a maximum level of 5 as long as his EX Plus passive is active. Depending on the level, it grants a max Brave based Brave regen by 5, 7, 10, 12, and 15%, and reduces his overflow limit by 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30%. If Spectral Charge is at least 3 levels, all attacks except for his Brave Plus and C65 will trigger a follow-up afterwards. This follow-up will raise his Brave by 20% of his max Brave, and then initiates a 3-hit melee Brave plus HP attack with 120% overflow. He will also be able to use Brave Attack Double Plus and HP Attack Double Plus. Brave Attack Double Plus is a 3-hit melee Brave attack which raises his Brave by 10% of max Brave when breaking the target, and the HP Attack Double Plus is a 3-hit melee Brave plus HP attack with 150% overflow, which raises his Brave by 10% of max Brave when breaking the target. His skill 2, Aura of Darkness, is a 6-hit group melee Brave plus HP attack with 150% overflow and deals proportionate damage. A times 1.6 multiplier is added when attacking a single target, and it grants him 8 turns of Shadow Step. This skill has a total of 7 uses. The buff, Shadow Step, raises his max Brave and attack by 40%, and if he breaks the target, he will be granted a free turn. Do note that the free turn is given to him after a burst phase if he breaks the target during that time. His LD ability, Dark Tornado, lowers his HP to 0 and raises his Brave based on HP lost, and this has 120% overflow. He then initiates a 8-hit group melee Brave plus single target HP attack with 150 overflow. A times 1.6 multiplier is added when attacking a single target, and it deals 50% splash damage. This will grant him 9 turns of Overkill and has a total of 4 uses. The buff, Overkill, raises his max Brave by 40% and attack by 60%. Additionally, he will not be KO'd if he has no HP, and once this buff is dispelled, his HP will be set to 1. His LD effect grants him a 60% attack boost, and the limit breaks are shown above. Ardyn's EX, Rising Phantom, resets all targets' break status, and deals a 3-hit melee Brave plus HP attack which deals proportionate damage and has 120% overflow. A times 1.6 multiplier is added when attacking a single target, and it grants 1 level of Spectral Charge for 8 turns. If Spectral Charge is at 3 levels, the skill will become Rising Phantom Plus, which now deals the Brave plus HP attacks twice. The limit breaks are shown above. Please pause the video if you would like to look at them. If Ardyn's EX is realized, Rising Phantom will now have 150% overflow, and the maximum Spectral Charge level is increased from 3 to 5. His bonus sphere, Brig Raging Attack Boost Up, is an A-type sphere which raises attack and max Brave by 2% when breaking a target, up to 5 times. At 1 out of 3, it raises Ardyn's max Brave and attack by 40%. At 2 out of 3, he starts out with 8 turns of Shadow Step and 3 levels of Spectral Charge. At 3 out of 3, the Brave hits are increased to 4, and it tremendously raises the skill's potency, and it now has 180% overflow. Brave Double Plus and HP Double Plus is unlocked, and if the Spectral Charge level is at 5, the skill turns into Rising Phantom Double Plus. This skill now breaks the target before the Brave hits, triggers the attack 3 times, and gives Ardyn a free skill usage on his next turn, excluding certain abilities. Ardyn's BT, Royal Retribution, is a 15-hit group melee Brave plus HP attack which deals total damage. A times 1.6 multiplier is added when attacking a single target, and all targets' break state is cancelled after the HP attack. Brave damage dealt can exceed 20% of the cap, and HP damage dealt can exceed 80% of the cap. Ardyn's BT effect raises party max brave and grants party brave regen based on their max brave. These effects go up whenever Ardyn breaks a target, and it goes from 10% to 30% and to 50%. As for notable passives, his C54 slightly raises his attack and speed while buffed, his C58 moderately raises max brave and attack while buffed, and his C68 raises his max brave and attack slightly. Regarding artifact recommendation, I would personally recommend attack plus 108 and his C50, Breezy Bearing Boost 2-star, which raises his initial brave, max brave, attack, and defense by 5% whenever spectral charge is at 3 levels or higher. Max brave plus 330 is a good alternative if you can't get the C50. Finally, his C65, Break Reset Slash, is a 2-hit melee brave attack which resets a target's break status and grants him 3 turns of a small max brave up effect. This skill has 3 uses and is especially good when setting Ardyn up so his spectral charge level can be at 5 at the beginning of the round. As shown, Ardyn is a DPS unit who has a unique mechanism of being immortal. He's basically a pure DPS who is easy to use and can deal loads of melee DPS. His insta-break mechanic from his EX can be very clutch whenever it is available, and his free turns make him a turn count friendly character. I will say that he is very powerful when he first comes out, can solo some entropy stages, viable for Lufenia, and compared to other challenge quest stages, he's able to carry half-ass units throughout the challenge quests where he's synergy. His unique aspect of being immortal is nice, especially since it prevents him from getting one-shot. This is going to be clutch in the future due to there being stages where the boss have a mechanism when they attack the character with more or less health, specifically Gladios and the Count Steam Heretic Lufenias. His BT effect isn't great compared to other characters, and you pretty much only really use the BT as a whole for the additional use of his LD. I'd still attempt to go for his BT if you want to use him at full potential. Overall, if you're in need of a powerful melee DPS, I'd say go for him, but otherwise, I'd say he's skippable. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.
動させるなよ。残念。痛いぞ。残念。
協力してね。手を切ろう。頼りにしてるから。これ痛いから。
呼び通り。もらった。こいつをくれ。運命を変える。じゃあね。残念。